Hey guys, Sandy here. In this video today, we're going to talk about the objective for a paddle point. Now, if you're relatively new to paddle or you've played a few times and you just want to get a better understanding on how to actually win that paddle point and the strategies and the areas of the court you should be looking to be in, then this video is for you. So I'll start by saying that paddle is like a lot of other sports, where you want to get yourself into a good position where you could potentially win the point, but at the same time, not have a big chance of making an error. So you want to be consistent and hit high percentage shots, while at the same time strategically getting yourself into a good position so that you could finish the point. Now, to begin with, we'll start at the net. So you can see that I'm close to the net. The net is the best place to be because if you and your partner are at net, you're closer to your opponent's court to begin with. Most of the time you hit down. There are times when you hit up, but the majority of the time you can hit down and be aggressive into the court. Plus, your opponents are then in the defensive part of the court. So from the net position, this is your goal in the point, your sub goal. So obviously the aim is to win the point, and your sub goal is to get that net position and to hold it. You also want to make sure that you're here with your partner. If you're both up here together, then there are smaller gaps in the court. If one of you is at the back and one's at the net, then you open up a big gap in the court. So you want to make sure that you move up to the net together, and even if you go back and you get lobbed, then you go back together. That's an important part of the game, is sticking with your partner. This is why it's so important to serve and volley after both of your serves. Because if you serve and you can go straight into that net position, then you're already in an advantageous position in the point. You and your partner then have two objectives. A, to keep the net, but B, also to force your opponents for a weaker ball that you might be able to finish off. So the servers, they'll end up taking the net position, and the returners, you're going to be at the back of the court. So both of you are going to be at the back. It's not like tennis where one is up for the volley. Both are at the back here, and this is the defensive position which you start in when you're returning. Now, your primary aim is to take that net position, but you want to do it without a huge risk of making a mistake. So you don't want to hit your return immediately and then sprint into net, because that's obviously very high risk. You're hitting to the two guys that are at net that can hit the ball down and put you in a difficult position. So you want to play yourself into that point, and when you get a good opportunity, the best way to take the net is to hit a lob. And if it's an easy ball, that's even better. You want to hit a nice, consistent lob that forces your opponents back and gives you and your partner time to come up and take that net position. This area in the middle of the court, where I'm standing now halfway from the front to the back, is often referred to as no man's land. And by that, it means you're a bit too far back to hit a good, effective volley, and you're a bit too far forward to be able to hit a comfortable ground stroke or off the back glass. The only shot that you would end up hitting in this position is when your opponents have hit a lob, they're trying to take the net, and you come back, hit a defensive smash or a bandeja, and then get back up to your net position. But you want to try and hit that shot and move fast into your net position again so that you're in the advantage in the point. If you're playing against someone that is kind of standing in this position and you feel like it's difficult for you to lob because there's not a lot of space, they're just moving a bit further back and hitting one of those type of smashes, you can then play down to the feet. If you play down to their feet, you're forcing them either to lunge forward and hit a volley closer to the net, giving you more space to aim at the back, and also you're getting them to hit the ball in an upward direction so that if you're fast enough, you can come forward and hit a more aggressive volley. So just to recap, one of the main aims of the paddle point is to take that net position. And if you've got that net position, to hold it as long as possible. If you're lobbed, you can come back and you hit bandeja and then keep your net position. That is the real aim, because this is where it's easiest for you to finish the point. Now, if you do get lobbed and you're at the back, then obviously your aim is to then take that net position back again, but you want to do that with minimal risk. So you want to be sensible, and wherever possible, if you can, the best option is to lob your opponents, because then you can come up together. And it's important to do all of these movements forward and backward together. Now, if you want more information on this, you can see the moving as a pair video. This gives you great insight about how you should move with your partner, but also how you should move up and down the court as well.